the core of the American Pitbull Terrier, something sensational. A lot of people will come in and say, "Ah, the core is going to be the gameness, and the core is going to be the ability to do this and that," and start giving samples. And people get excited when they talk about this, because those who understand a little bit about some of the greats and some of the dogs that maybe were not great, but they still inspire them. But this is the beautiful thing about the American Pitbull Terrier, that as it waters down, as it trickles down, even those dogs that are not real American Pitbull Terrier can inspire people and get confused. But let's talk about the real American Pitbull Terrier, because this is at the center of it. What is the definition of the American Pitbull Terrier? What is in the core of it? And that is competition. Competition is something that is so wonderful. And gameness is an accessory of competition. Gameness exists when there is competition. If there is no competition, if there is no challenge, if there is no ocean to swim across, if you know, there's no competition. And competition is a core of it. And that's why people love it. That's why the terminology of underdog, the underdog is willing to compete and never give up. And that never give up is the gameness. Is that people say, well, the gameness and drive is the same thing. No. Gameness and drive are together, but they're not the same thing. Let me explain it to you. So you can imagine that you have a butane bottle, a forever bottle that has gas coming out of it tremendously all the time, and it never finishes. So imagine you have it in your hand, and there's a spark. Light it up. Flames coming with tremendous thrust power, like a jet. Shh, like this. That intensity of the flame, that's called the drive. And the gameness will be the ability of that light burning without, getting shut down by anything. It's snowing, it's burning. It's raining, it's burning. Put it under the water, it's burning. Upside down, whatever it is, the challenge against that flame is still burning. Take it out of space, it's burning. So that's gameness. Don't stop. It's all mental. You have to kill it. You have to shut it off. You have to cover it with cement and iron and weld it so nothing comes out again. And so this inspired people. So the people that were born, the children that are born with gameness, with competition in their minds. The children are born, they're not born with gameness, but they're born with competition. That child that wants to compete with other people, they might stay late at night studying. That particular person loves to live a life of competition. And then that child will benefit itself tremendously from being around the original and only great real American Pitbull Terrier. The one that was made with the framework of greatness and excellence. That dog will not bite or hurt the child, because they actually were bred not to hurt people. You see, back in the 1800s, 1700s, they discovered that those dogs that are aggressive, show their teeth and growl and all that stuff, those dogs were cowards. The real great ones were sleeping with the children, were great with the owner. They smile, they love, they please, and they want to do everything for that master. And those were the ones with the flame that never stops, called gameness. They had this gameness applied to competition and applied to living. And everything they did, everything they walk. That's why Chris Cyber looks at her dog Canelo, and she loves him so much, because he's a Chico. He's only 4 months. He's already running 4 miles in 29 minutes, and won't stop. And he has so much drive and determination. And at the same time, he's so sweet and cuddles with me and respectful and everything. He's a gentleman. That little puppy right there, he's made out of something very special. His daddy is no other than Atos from Busha, Ukraine, the war hero that was hit by grenades survive and chase out the Russians out of his home. And while he was dying, he could have left the house, and he stood there until the last minute. He was rescued by the Ukrainian army. You know, his mother is the daughter of the Pac-Man, the dog that Richard Stratton said is the modern champion the whole family knows. Those great dogs like Senator Pete. And then you look at the mama, Ciega the Great, the mama of his mother, his grandmother, Ciega the Great. Del Bras from Colser, the perfect confirmation of the American Pitbull Terrier, the most beautiful dog ever seen. Dog of the year. All those dogs together in Canelo. And that's what we were looking for. We're looking for the core and his competition. That's why the sportman should never be working with a Frenchie or with different dogs. Yes, there are other breeds that can be developed to be competitive, but never will have the level of competition and gameness of the real American Pitbull Terrier, the best dog. That dog can do everything and more. He won't stop competing. He won't give up. Her name is Thais Lopez. My name is Chico Lopez, and I'm very fortunate to call her my wife. And you can find us at chicolopez.com. God bless you.